Good morning, guys. It's Sunday morning, about 8 o'clock. It's freaking cold out, but I'm going to do something today that I said I wasn't going to do. Um, and because I have a buddy who's a professional, but I'm going to give it a crack. I'm going to try to install the carpet. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? So, anyway, I've cleaned out the inside of the truck. Show you that in a minute. I laid the carpet out yesterday. It's just draped over the hood right now, trying to get some of the wrinkles out. I'll probably have to steam it after it's installed. Um, but yeah, it's a full carpet for the entire floor. It's more meant for a truck that'll have like bucket seats or something. But I'm keeping the original seat riser and all that in the bench seat. So there's a fair amount of cutting. I've got the shifter to think about. I've got the e-brake lever to think about. I've got my accelerator pedal to think about, and then cutting around the seat riser. So yeah, it's just something I think I've got a plan in my head, and I'm just going to kind of wing it and take my time and see if we can't get this thing in there. And once the carpet's in, well, then I could put the seat in, the kick panels, a whole bunch of stuff. So we could wrap the interior right up fairly quickly, I think. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pretty much hold my beer. Watch this. Okay, so first thing I did this morning was clean this all up and wipe it down, and yeah, looks good. So like I said, I've got the shifter, the e-brake lever, gas pedal, which I have just laying back right now, and then the steering column to cut around. Yeah, so here's the carpet. So like I said, it's got some wrinkles in it, but it comes with this heavy duty insulating pad, sound barrier, and all that stuff. That's where your feet by the pedals go. Now this little cutout here, see that? This is going to have to be widened because I added to that tunnel for the make clearance for the valve covers and stuff with the V8. So it's going to be trimmed like so. I'm surprised that this thing's got a binding all the way around it, but it's nice. It's a nice piece. So I really don't want to screw this up. So I'm just going to take my time. This is the first step, will be to take a few measurements, maybe just cut a little, X where the shifter is, and so I can slide it over and get a good idea of where this thing is going to lay. This thing comes right up to, it's 17 inches back from the edge to the rubber. So that's roughly, well, not roughly, it is the same measurement as from here where the firewall straightens, goes straight up there down to the where the gas pedal is. So that rubber will come right up to the pedal, right? So it'll come right up to here, which is kind of what you want. So yeah, first thing I guess is to get this thing in the truck and start messing around with it. So there we go, carpet time. All right, so I took a few measurements. The rubber wants to come right up to here, so I measured from the front edge of the rubber on the carpet to the center of the shifter, and I also measured from this edge here also to the center. I marked it with some tape. I'm going to put an X big enough that the shifter knob will go through. This one here is going to be a little trickier because you want your hole to be here, not here, past the base of the shifter. So I'll have to wrestle with the carpet a little bit to get it on there. I think I'll probably cut that notch once I get the carpet in place. I think it'll be easier. So yeah, I marked it out. There it is, little green X. So I'll cut that in, and we'll get this carpet in the truck. Okay, so far so good. So basically what we're trying to do here is just get the carpet to its position. We can trim it all in after. I mean, the bases on both these things are a lot bigger than just the the shaft. So there's plenty of room for trimming and whatever after. But yeah, I want to get it into position. the whole thing's got to go towards the passenger side just a little bit. But here, I think most of it is just stretching out the all the wrinkles. Should pick it up. Need about an inch over there. So I guess the next step is around the column. We just slice it like so, and we'll have to seam it on the other side of the column after. And again, we can trim around after. Then I got to fit in my accelerator pedal, but it'll be a lot easier working with smaller pieces. So I'm going to go ahead, cut that, and we're slowly getting there. I'm happy so far. Haven't made any horrific mistakes. So, interesting development. My buddy, the professional installer, flooring installer, showed up just a little while ago, and he tore a strip out of me. I told you I was going to do it. Leave it alone. So anyway, he took the knife from my hand, and we cut it in a little bit more, but he needs some materials. So he's going to come by tomorrow with the stuff he needs, and we'll finish this thing off. But we did make some progress, and I'll show you what's going on. Yeah, it's a little different angle than I was going to do with it, but he's a pro and I'm not. So I'll just wait for him to come and finish it up. Anyway, I'll show you where we're at. All right, so cut it in a little bit more around the shifter and the e-brake lever. Also fish the gas pedal through. Now you notice there's still some wrinkles and stuff. We're going to try and stretch that out. But cut it off right here and actually removed the pad, separated the pad from the carpet. So they're two separate pieces. I'm going to carry it right up the riser. Right, so it's going to come up like so. It'll be glued in there, and we'll cut around here, and then we'll put a piece on the side here after. But yeah, as far as here, it's just a matter of dropping the pad in and loose laying the carpet. It's just for sound and heat more than anything. So you can go ahead and do that. But yeah, that pad can be a bitch to cut. And really, I don't have the proper knife, so I was told vehemently. But anyway, we're well on our way here. So the big thing will be to stretch out the wrinkles. I do have a steamer, and that might help. Plus, you can stretch it, but he wants a hot glue gun and some other stuff to finish this thing off. And that's all good. I can see where I'm probably going to need some kind of a cover plate in there where the boxes that I put in to make clearance for the valve covers. So whatever, it is what it is. But you know, it's going to make a huge difference. And once this carpet is in, then I can go ahead and finish up the interior. So yeah, he's coming tomorrow. Cool, I'm excited. Okay, so there's a pad we separated from the carpet, and here's the carpet. So, I mean, there's no reason why I can't go ahead, use a straight edge, and cut those pieces in under the seat and behind here. I can go ahead and do that, even though he told me if I touched it, he would kick my ass. But I think I can take him. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the back piece out. My buddy's going to kill me when he sees this. Ugh. Stuff is a bitch to cut. There we go. Throw that in. Probably have to round the corners off the back, but no big deal. Okay, so there we go. That's the pad underneath. This is just for sound. You'll never see it. I'm going to go ahead and cut the back strip. I'm probably not going to have enough to go all the way across, but as long as I cover, 18 inches or so to the corner, and because you'll be able to see just a little bit around the seat, very, very little. Same as right here. I'm just going to put in a piece, 10 inches or something like that, because I want to keep a piece out of the middle to make sure I can cover my riser on the side, and we'll probably seam it here somewhere, something like that. But there's definitely enough material. I'm going to go ahead and cut that strip for the back and these two little pieces and just loose lay it in there, just so it's not white and it's black. Stuff in the middle, you never see it. So like I said, it's mostly for sound and heat and that kind of thing. So there you go. All right. It cuts so much easier with the pad off. Unbelievable. Anyway, go ahead and fit that in the truck. Okay, so I'm done with the butcher part of the job. This is stuff I can handle. I just don't want to, through this crack here, when the seat's in place, to see any of this white stuff. So it's just loose laid. That's it. It's just to make it black so you don't see anything. That's all I want. The sound deal is the main thing here. The rest of this, I'm not going to touch it, because if I do, my buddy is going to take his razor knife and cut me into little pieces and bury me somewhere. So I'm just going to leave it till tomorrow, let him finish it off, and we'll show you the end result. He doesn't want to be on camera, so I'm not going to show it, but I think you got the idea of where we're going here. Basically, he's going to stretch it. I'm going to need a molding here all the way across. I've got a piece big enough to cut out 2 strips to do the sides of the riser. There's some trimming to do around the column and the brake pedal, or the gas pedal, and a little bit more around the shifter. But for the most part, she's trimmed in and doesn't look too bad. Like I said, we'll stretch it out, get the wrinkles out of that thing, and as best we can anyway. And I do have a steamer. I can always steam it and see if we can get it to lay nice and flat after that. There's some issues there with the trans tunnel, because it's not, this carpet was made for a stock truck floor. So because I modified the trans tunnel a little bit, that pad underneath there is a bit of a problem. It's causing some of these wrinkles. So it might be cutting that piece out just around the trans tunnel itself. And like I said, with hot glue and whatever, all his doodads that he has in his kit, I'm sure he'll make it look just fine. So we'll see how it looks. Like I said, he's camera shy, so I'm not going to film it, because he don't like that. He'll stab me in the eye with a pair of scissors. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. That'll probably be in the next video, actually, because I think I'm running out of time on this one. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, so it's the next day, and my buddy just left. He finished cutting the carpet in. Looks good. Once I get the boots in and some kind of a plate over top of the shifter and the e-brake lever, that'll pull everything in nice and tight. but it's looking good, and we're pretty much ready to, throw the seat in. But I do have some stuff to do underneath the dash first. It'll be way easier without the seat frame in. Just working room, if you know what I mean. Uh, you know, try to squeeze in there. Us old fat guys have a hard time fitting in between. Fitting in between things. I don't want to fight it. Another thing is he's got Velcro strip that can be put on here. I'm going to hang maybe I don't know, a black curtain or something similar color to the interior, and just to finish it off. You're not really going to see anything anyway. Maybe black. That's about it. Because the seat pretty much covers the whole thing, and the seat isn't, it doesn't fold forward or anything like that. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm happy. It's done, and looks good. So there you go. Carpet is in the truck, ready for the rest of the interior. I've got the kick panels, so there we go. So these are ready to go in. It's only going to take maybe a couple of screws. They'll be in there fairly tight and matches the door panels perfectly. And yeah, we'll have a finished interior in no time. So yeah, I'm pleased. So there we go. Carpet is in. My buddy's, he's a little camera shy, and that's okay. I just, he doesn't want to be seen on camera, and if you saw him, you'd understand. He's not a handsome man. Sorry, buddy. My buddy Greg, great guy, awesome guy, true craftsman, and he helped me get this thing done. He wants to come back when I go to put the bezels and the boots in for the e-brake and the shifter, and he's going to stretch it out a little bit more and do his thing. Guy's awesome. Yeah, so if you like the content and you enjoy watching, please subscribe. There's a couple of subscribe options on there. You're gonna hit the corner of the video at the end of the video. You just hit the logo. It says Dirty Dan's Rod and Cycle. You hit that and you can subscribe there. And there's also a subscribe button down below. And if you look below your screen, I'll show you this here real quick. So when you get down below the screen here, you just scroll down a little bit. You see you got likes. Always hit the like button. Like the video, it's good for the channel. Share, that's good. Don't touch this thing there. That's thumbs down. What's that? I don't think I've ever had one, but there's always going to be a first time, I guess. So you share it with your buddies. That's good. Get the word out there. And then if you go over here and you want to support the channel, just click this little menu button, and boom, you hit thanks, and you say thanks, Dan, for showing me how not to do something. And you can buy old Dan a coffee or a beer, and any support I get would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Yeah. So back over here. Hey there, how you doing? Yeah. So now that the carpet's in, it's going to be tidy up under the dash a little bit for the last time. When my brake booster comes in, I could put in my pedal assembly and get that all dialed in, and we can put the interior in. That's the kick panels, the headliner, the seat, all that kind of stuff. So things are happening pretty quick as far as the interior goes. Should be wrapped up, I don't know, maybe by the end of the week or by the weekend. So yeah, stay tuned. The interior is going to be really good looking, man. The seat and the door panels and everything all together. It's going to be sweet. So stay tuned for that. And you know, if you're not doing anything else, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.